Hello, family, and welcome back to the channel, This Perfectly Imperfect Life. I'm your girl, Tony, and I'm excited to be here today. As you can see, it's kind of dark, so it's early in the morning, and I'm driving, and my camera's doing some weird stuff, and I'm driving, but I just wanted to come to y'all really quickly. I'm on my way to work, and so for the past month, I had been talking to my husband about kind of just preparing for um, for the coronavirus, and I'm not afraid at all about catching it. That was not my issue. I believe that God's will be done over people, and I'm prayed up and covered by the blood. So that I wasn't worried about, but I did want to be prepared because you've seen in other countries how, like a whole city would be just completely shut down. So my husband, who's a lot more, we're different. We definitely are polar opposites. Love him to life. 20 years married, on the third. So we're different. He wasn't really concerned about whether or not they would close down. We're in Atlanta, well, the suburbs of Atlanta, whether they would close down Atlanta. Those things didn't concern him because he figured it's a big city, not going to happen. Well, so last night, on the news, we find out that all the schools in Georgia are closed for the next 2 weeks. And so, yeah, I'm a little stressed because I don't feel as prepared as I should be. Now, a year ago, I purchased a large stand-up freezer, which we have meats, not as much. So this weekend, I was going to go and I was going to do a huge meat grocery shopping and just put it in the freezer. But this was going to kind of be my weekend to stock up. And so they closed down the schools. It was Thursday night when they sent on the news that they were closing down all of the schools, including the one that I work at, the county that I work for. So last night, as I was watching the news, I noticed that there were so many people that were out, like the shelves were empty. There's no toilet paper, no water, no. I do not want to have a stockpile like that. Like I don't, I just need enough food to be able to feed the kids for the next 2 weeks. So I'm still not overly worried because I have a plan. So I wanted to tell y'all what my plan is. And so my plan, I'm not going to shop today. I wasn't worried about the lines. I mean, they had lines going up and down the aisles in Walmarts and Kroger's and all of that. The Kroger's, who normally closes at 12 and 1 o'clock, were open way past that time. So, no, I'm not going shopping today. I'm not going shopping tomorrow. I'm not even going shopping on Sunday. I'll probably wait until Monday-ish because I really do have enough food in the house that will last me the first week. So like Monday or Tuesday-ish, I'll go out and I'll just pick up some staples like the rice, the vegetables. I have cases of water. I have a large 5-gallon thing of water that we have in the house in case of emergencies. But like I said, I'm not going to go too crazy with stock in the house because then you have to have some place to store it. And so we're working on creating a walk-in pantry, but it's not there yet, so I wouldn't have a place to store. And I just don't want to hoard a lot of stuff when other families are going to need it. So in this video, you're going to see me plan. So the first thing is that I normally meal plan for a month. I did not meal plan last month, so I was struggling this month. So I am going to meal plan for a month, going from the 15th to the 15th. at the bare minimum, maybe the 15th to the end of April, because that'll start my months over again, and I'll be able to get back in the regular rotation of things. So you're gonna see me meal plan. Usually I just meal plan dinners, but because we're gonna be home for a minimum of 2 weeks, because it says it could be more, but we know 2 weeks for sure, I'm going to meal plan for a month of breakfasts as well. But breakfasts are going to be much easier because my kids don't eat a lot of breakfast, but I want to make sure they have foods that they can have in the house. So you're going to see me meal plan for breakfast, and I may meal plan for lunch, or just have like sandwich stuff, canned ravioli, that kind of stuff for lunches. But you're definitely going to see breakfast and you're going to see dinner meal plan. And then I'm going to create my shopping list, my grocery list, so that I know exactly what I need to get, what my budget is going to be for those items. And then I'll take you on a little bit of shopping with me as well, like I said, on Monday or Tuesday, because I'm not trying to, I'm just not going to be out in the stores and being all crazy. I'm not doing all that. So that's what's happening in this video. I just wanted to come to y'all and let you know what my mindset is, how I feel about what's going on with the coronavirus. Like I said, the other thing that I do want to talk about really quickly is I was in my Facebook, on my Facebook page, and there were parents that were saying they don't understand why they closed down the schools, especially since the students, the children, are at the lowest risk. Well, let me tell you the thought process from the conversations that have been going around the school system. So yes, the students are at the lowest risk of being able to suffer from the virus, but that doesn't mean that they are not carriers of the germs. So as a preventive measure, they're trying to keep people from the furthest proximity. Remember that even on the regular flu season, that students are transmitting these germs back and forth, and then they're taking it to their houses, where the parents and their grandparents are the ones that are getting infected by it and becoming sick. So they're trying to slow down the passing of the germs amongst the children, so that it's not taken home and then the adults are catching the virus. So it's a preventive measure, and I know it's gonna be a hardship for a lot of parents. I understand, but I think, and this is just my opinion, I think that I would rather us be take precautions rather than be reactive on the tail end, as we spread the virus. So just being mindful that I know a lot of adults, their jobs have not closed down, and so they don't really have babysitters, but it's better to handle this on the front end than it will be if every student was at a school that had someone that was infected and they took it home to their families. So I really am proud of Georgia for taking the precautionary measures that they're taking, and being proactive rather than reactive. So that's my thought on that. But I'll come to you with the meal planning and all of that. Just stay tuned. Okay, fam, so I'm back at home. I was going to do the meal planning portion at work, but work was so crazy on Friday. That was the day after they announced that they were going to be closing all the schools in Georgia for at least the next 2 weeks. So I didn't have an opportunity to do anything. We were getting the kids together, lessons together, those kind of things. But so here's the next part of my meal planning. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I've been meal planning for a long time. This past month I did not meal plan because life got crazy. But with all of this that's going on with the COVID-19 and all of that, and schools being closed, I found it very necessary that I meal plan because I do not want to hoard things. I don't. But I do want to make sure that we are well prepared and stocked in my home. So here's my meal planning binder. And so in my meal planning binder, I have written a list of all of the dinner meals that my family enjoys and kinda, and you'll see I have it broken down in red meat, chicken, seafood. Down here is pasta, veggies. We don't eat a lot of veggies. I know that's so sad, but veggies, we usually have our same go-to type veggies, and that's a mixed veggie, California frozen. We use frozen vegetables because I don't like a lot of cans. California stir-fry vegetables, and broccoli. Definitely broccoli. So I didn't really have to write down the vegetables because we go with the same ones, and I'm not sure why fish onion soup is under vegetables, but so anyway, I got out my sheet so that I know which dinners to add. Now, what's going to make this different is that because we're in the house and I want to make sure that we're good for the whole day, I normally only plan dinners, but I'm going to need to plan dinners and breakfast. And so I'm going to start with the first 2 weeks because those are crucial in this whole plan and working and making sure we have enough food in the house with the kids being home from school. And then I'm going to extend the plan for another 2 weeks. So in order to make that possible, I've used a printable that came from the Family Fudge, and it has a 2 week menu plan. She plans for 2 weeks. Like I said, I plan for a month. So if you're interested in having um, a monthly meal plan sheet, just comment down below because I'm thinking about creating a free printable, but that will have the whole month on one sheet. And it will have, and I'll do two versions of it. It'll have breakfast and dinner because a lot of times lunch is not necessary. And then it'll have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But comment down below and let me know if you're interested in that free printable, and I will make that available. But for now, I'm going to use this one while I'm working on the monthly sheet. And if I get it done today, I will add that to this video. So, here's my 2 week menu. And I allowed the kids to scratch down the things they would want for breakfast based on menus that we had looked at. We went online and we just picked things that'll be quick, simple, easy, and not cost a lot of money. That can go a long way. Like pancakes and waffles. I can do that because I have a waffle iron, and I just bought a bulk thing of pancake mix, and so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make some egg muffins in the oven today. Uh, so we'll have that, and then I'll just put them in the refrigerator or the freezer. So I plan on doing a lot of freezer type meals as well. So he wrote Eggo waffles because he didn't know I was going to really be making them today. I want to buy breakfast, egg and cheese rolls. That was a recipe that he saw. Also, let me know if anything down here you're interested in the menu for, because I'll also provide that. Um, we're going to do oatmeal and strawberries, so I'm going to do overnight oats. That's going to be a cereal day because it's Friday. uh, Fried fish. So if you look at dinner, we're having fried fish and french fries and probably salad for dinner. So we'll have the leftover fish with fish and grits in the morning. And then it's going to be pizza in the afternoon. And so this portion is just what I already had in the freezer. I jotted it down for dinners. So I put that on the side, and I'm also going to make a printable so that I can have a sheet that I can put freezer stock, cabinet stock, um, freezer stock, pantry stock, and I'm going to do a printable for that. So if you're interested in that printable, let me know. The next week, we'll have pancake mini muffins for breakfast, hot dogs for lunch, and then barbecue chicken with rice and vegetables. So it was important that I went ahead, let's see, sausage and eggs, salad for lunch, and I have tuna. We have 10 cans of tuna. Um, Chicken Alfredo, which goes back to what I have available here. Whitings, again, I have whitings available in the freezer. So you'll have cereal in the morning, make your own pizza, because I'm going to get the English muffins and some pepperonis, and then they'll be able to make their own pizza, because I already have pizza sauce and cheese. Fluffy pancakes, mac and cheese, crock pot chili, and this is stuff that we already have. Bacon and grits, and then I didn't finish the lunches, so I have to finish the lunches. But I'm thinking sandwiches on Friday, and then again something simple like noodles or something. Um, on Friday, um, just something simple for the weekend. Um, Broiled shrimp with corn on the cob, uh, hamburgers and French fries, and then baked tenderloin and baked potatoes for dinner on Sunday. So what this allows me to do is be able to go to the grocery store, know exactly what I need to buy, know how much I need to spend, because the next step will be me going through the circulars and seeing what's on sale, and then being able to go to the grocery store. Now this would normally be super easy if there was food on the shelves in the in the supermarket, but it's not. So we're gonna work it out. I have three main grocery stores that I go to, and usually I go to Kroger's. um, I go to Kroger's. I go to So I can't think of the third one, but I go to Kroger's. I go to Ingles. Every now and then I'll go to Publix, and then there's another one that I normally go to, that I'm gonna check out today. But so like I said, I plan for a whole month, so that's what I normally do anyway. And so the she has 2 weeks, and then I have another 2 weeks, and I'm finishing that portion up. And then I'm going to use this to create my grocery list, and that's what I'm going to the store to get. I'm not stockpiling. I'm not doing all that. I'm planning for a month like I normally do. I just want to make sure that I have the food in the house. And then, I'm just going to be faithful, and, God will make a way, and we'll worry about any other time after that, because I'm not going to be worried. If you saw the beginning of the video, you'll see how I felt about this whole coronavirus and all of that. I'm not worried, but I do want to be sure that my kids can eat while they're in the house. Well, we can all eat, because now I'm at home too. So I'm going to go ahead and create my grocery list. I'm going to fill out the last part of the 2-week menu. Then I'm going to create the grocery list. And then I'll take you with us to the grocery store. Okay, so I have my 2 weeks done, and I stopped doing the lunches because it's going to be a repeat of what's in the beginning, because lunch I'm just going to really leave to the kids. So I'm not going to continue doing lunch, like I said, because it's going to be a repeat from the week before. The kids will be responsible for their own lunch. I don't have little babies, so at first I'm thinking that I have to provide lunch. But all I have to do is really provide foods that they can make on their own. My daughter is 9 years old. She knows how to make grilled cheese and French fries, because we use the air fryer in our home. We don't use oil and stuff like that. So I just have to make sure that it's stuff that she can manage. Then I use the list. I use the meal plan and created my grocery list. And so you'll see it's eggs and oatmeal, cereal, bacon, grits, uh, cinnamon rolls, hash browns, cheese, yogurt, bread, English muffin. So I kind of made the list based on when the meal is. So that's kind of breakfast type stuff. And then ravioli, hot dogs, ham, turkey, pepperoni, meat, sausage, nachos. I have to put Doritos because we need that for the nachos. Peppers, ziti noodles, spaghetti sauce, chili. And then, with the exception of the couple of things like the sausage, which would be for dinner, I try to put the meats down below. Turkey, this is chicken wings. I just wrote wings. French fries, which should have been up here, but okay. Ribs, hamburgers, pork chops, pork chops, ground turkey, pot roast. And I'm going to buy several servings of these items um, so that I can stretch it for the month. And so now I have a plan. Let's go to the store. All right, family. So here we are on our way to the grocery store. I have my list. I have the menu. We're gonna go to Sam's Club first to pick up like the rice. I want bulk rice and bulk grits so that we'll have. You see Maddie in the back. If they have anything, she's right. Because I mean, all the shelves seem to be bare, but we're going out. We have our list. We have our mission, and we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, so my partner back there, we've decided to have jobs. What's going to be your job, Madison?
My job is that basically I'm going to keep the groceries order. So if we find things that are on the list, I will cross it out. And mommy will basically just be looking for it.
Okay, so I'll look for the food, and she's going to keep the list in order so we know what we have and what we don't have. Right? All right. Okay, so we just got to Sam's Club, and we are going around, and we're going around to the other side just because I need to put my eyes on how long this line is to get in. And so let me show y'all something.
The lines.
Okay, everybody, so this is where the line is. It ends right here to get into Sam's Club. Okay. So it goes all the way around this way, all the way down the row, all the way up to this front area, just to get into Sam's Club. So people look like they've been waiting a while. Yeah, I cannot. I don't have that kind of patience in my life. I don't want to have to do that. Not going to happen. This is the front. And I mean, these people are waiting for real. Like, let me see. Excuse me. How long have y'all been waiting? Oh, less than 20. Okay, okay, that's not bad. Thank you. Okay, so y'all, I just asked somebody that's in line, and they were saying that the line was moving pretty quickly, and that they've been in line for about 20 minutes, and they're kind of up to the front.
They said less than 20.
So less than 20 minutes. So what I'm thinking is they're probably having this line for crowd control. Um, so 20 minutes is not too bad, I guess.
So we're gonna try this again.
We're gonna try. I'm gonna try to be patient. I have 20 minutes so that I can at least get some rice and stuff. But yeah. Let's go in. Okay, everybody, so we are done in Sam's Club, and it was not bad at all. It was like a regular, once we got inside, it was like a regular Sam's Club shopping day. Um, and so I bought some items from Sam's Club that we need. I was explaining to my daughter, because she was like, we don't have enough checks. Everything is not checked off. But I was explaining to her that I don't shop just in one store. So in order to get the sales and those kind of things, I shop in multiple stores.
Oh,
But
that's heavy.
I told you wasn't going to pick that up. So,
And I convinced her to get the chocolate muffin.
yes, that was her treat. And so here is the load. The only thing I think I was missing, oh no, I wasn't missing anything because we finally found the yellow rice.
So, at the beginning, we couldn't find these. And so, we were about to go check out, but this lady told us, and then my mom, and we saw that a lady had rice in her cart. So, Mommy asked her where she got her rice from. And she said, buy the brown rice. But we didn't see any brown rice. So, we had to go to, so we were just walking, and we went inside of an aisle that we didn't go to while we were going through the store, and we found it.
And that's how the story went. All right, so let's load it up. Okay, so she was talking and then I started. So we went ahead and finished our Sam's Club. Everything is loaded in the car. This is what our list. Oh, there it goes. This is what our list is looking like. And so we've done a pretty good bit off this list. There was just some things that I not want to get out of Sam's Club. Two reasons. I had a budget of $100 and we went over by $60, but not a big deal. And then the other reason is because I just didn't need that much of an item. For example, like with the grits, they had the 3 large bags of grits. It normally takes us 6 to 7 months to go through 1 bag of grits. So I didn't need 3. That was, just because it's there doesn't mean I need to buy it. For us, it's more cost effective if we get what we need versus buying a bunch of bulk stuff just to have. We would not, there's no reason for us to need that much grits. I have a little bit in the house, so 1 bag of grits would be plenty for us. We did get hash browns, like the kind we can cook on the stove versus the patties. So I may still look in another store for the hash brown patties. And then we had ziti noodles and spaghetti noodles, but again, it also came with macaroni noodles, and I didn't really want the macaroni noodles. So
yeah, it had different kinds of noodles.
Yeah, so there are some things that are still on the list, and I never buy my meat from Sam's Club. I always buy my meat from someplace else. And I try to get the when I can, I try to get the Kroger special, which I know they're not going to have the manager specials right now because there's no meat on the shelves in Kroger. But we have a good bit of meat that's in the freezer now. So I'm hoping that as the week goes on, I'll be able to pick up those extra items in the regular grocery store, because the pandemonium of everybody will be over. I just need regular grocery stuff. But so we did a good job. My helper, she was thebomb.com, made sure we stayed straight doing what we needed to do, right? So now we're going to stop and get some ice, and then we're going to go home and have the men who stayed back put all this stuff away.
But also, I just want to do a quick little thing. So as you guys, I think that you guys know, but like as you guys know, I think the line was like farther away when we got here, so we had to wait for quite a little bit, like 20 minutes or so. But now it's much more shorter, so yeah.
Yeah. So, where people was thinking that the later you come, the worse it would be, it actually seems to be getting a little better. I guess people were such in a rush to get it done early. But the line is much shorter now. And there is plenty of food in Kroger's. If you're going for food, there's food. Um,
Samsung?
Sam's Club.
Sam's
You're
Club.
right, in Sam's Club. There's plenty of food in Sam's Club. So, I mean, that's not even the issue. Um, Water, there was cases of water on the shelves. Now, toilet paper, if you like Scott or those kind of brands, they didn't have any of those, but they did have the Sam's Club brand. I think it's Kirkland or whatever. Sam's.
It was called bathroom tissue, I think.
Well, yeah, but it has. It's Marks or something like that. Whatever Kroger's brand is, they have plenty of Kroger brand toilet paper. But like I said, I didn't need any of that, so I wasn't worried about it. But yeah, that's it. So let's go on to the house.